Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Plasma Healing with Michael. I am Michael, and we are going to go on quite a journey here. I was thinking what to do with the first session, and instead of having a ton of background about me, we are going to actually jump right into an energy transmission today, a plasma transmission. I will give a little bit of background about me. I relatively recently, the past couple of years, have had a rather interesting and significant awakening, which I will share more about in a future YouTube video. I will also share more about my life in Atlantis. So I have an aspect of me that is currently residing, currently living in Atlantis at the last epoch, and was there at the conclusion, at the collapse of Atlantis. And one of the things I did during that life, or am doing, because time is only happening in a linear fashion in our current third dimension. Once you leave the third dimension, time is essentially happening all at once. And what is happening in Atlantis is actually happening right now, so it is happening as I am speaking to you. And in that life, I am a healer. I am working in a two-person team. I am the space holder, working with another healer, and we are working on a type of plasma healing that was used in Atlantis. Also talking to a friend of mine, which I did a one-on-one session with the plasma. Her name is Whitney. She's down in Australia. She's clairaudient, so she can hear very well. And she heard that she actually interacted with the same plasma and the same energy in the Pleiades. So we know that this is a plasma that's been used for healing both in Atlantis and in the Pleiades. I was working with this and working in this in what is known as the inner upper vaults, which my understanding is a part of the great city of Atlantis. And I spent a period of time doing this, and part of that aspect, part of that gift, that spiritual gift, that healing gift, is to bring this into our current reality. And I'll talk a little bit about what this is going to look like in terms of energy transmission before we do it. And I will also give some rather basic, but give some pointers for meditation and how to best receive the energy. I really hope you enjoy this channel and this type of content. If you like it, I would ask you to subscribe and to like. And it's really important to give feedback about this particular method, because I am not sure if anybody else is doing this particular type of energy transmission, this type of energy healing. So I would ask you to provide comments and your feedback. That would be very beneficial to myself and to other people as well. And finally, if you find this helpful, we know that giving is beautiful, and this is definitely something you can give to another person by simply recommending the video to them and having them also partake in the plasma content of this channel. Understand that Michael does not diagnose or treat illness or disease or act as a physician. And energy healing, energy medicine, plasma healing does not substitute for diagnosis or treatment from a qualified health practitioner for illness, injuries, or other medical conditions. Any discussions of health conditions is incidental to healing of energetic imbalances and should not be misinterpreted as a form of diagnosis or treatment. No driving or operating machinery while receiving plasma energy healing or guided meditation. Please take full responsibility for yourself while interacting with and receiving this content. Okay. Now, before we jump into the meditation, just a couple of pointers that people may want to keep in mind. It's good to have a nervous system that is as relaxed as humanly possible. So I would recommend doing this at a time when you can set time for yourself. Do not have distractions. As we already discussed in the disclaimer, you should not be operating machinery, and you should be in a position to be relaxed. And this is your time. Take this for yourself. A couple other pointers is it is highly recommended to have your eyes closed and to have everything else be comfortable. So either select a chair that is comfortable or lay down on a yoga mat or on a bed. So as comfortable as possible, and just give this time for yourself. And if you do that, you will definitely be in a position to receive and receive more from the energy. I would also mention that it is important to give consent. And you will see, as we already discussed, that during the energy transmission, which is about to follow, you will be given the opportunity to take your hands, to cup them together, and by doing so, you are giving consent for the energy to work with you and to enter your hands. If you do not cup your hands, the energy will not interact with you. So that is the consent that is to be provided in order to the energy to work with you during the session. And finally, I will not be having my camera on. There's no reason to see me. It's all about the energy, and it's all about you and your time and your body. So the camera will be off. I will be giving some information, some things that come through intuitively during the session, but there won't be a lot of talking, and the session will probably last between 10 to maybe up to 15 minutes long, and after that time I will close out the session. And if you feel you need even more time being relaxed or laying down or just relaxed on a chair, I would take that time for yourself. So listen to your body. I'm going to give a general time for the session, and I will close it, and I will thank the energy, I will thank the angelic support and so on that is here helping us with the session. Anyway, I hope you really enjoy this, and like I said, definitely give feedback and comments about how this was for you today. Enjoy. So how is the process going to work? How is this plasma energy going to be transmitted, and how are we going to work with it? So the first thing I will be doing when we get into the energy transmission is I am going to have us start with some slow, relaxed breathing. You may want to breathe through your nose slowly, fill up, hold it at the top for a couple seconds, breathe out through your mouth with a very gentle speed, almost like through a straw. And then you may want to hold it at the bottom while you're empty for a couple seconds, and then breathe in the same way. Now, you can breathe anywhere you want. If you have a medical condition and you can't do that, then just breathe normally. Breathe whatever way will put you in a relaxed fashion for the energy transmission. The second thing I would mention is that I'm going to ground us. So you're going to be imagining roots, energetic roots. They could be coming from your root chakra, which is at the base of the spine, or they could be coming from your feet. It really doesn't matter. The roots are going to go into the earth, into the soil, into the crust, the mantle, and ultimately to the very center of the earth, where I'm going to ask you to anchor yourself for support during this transmission. And I'm also going to advise that you breathe up earth energy as well, which could be green, it could be golden. Different people can visualize different colors, and to bring that once into your body, into your energy field for energetic support before we actually begin the plasma portion. Then I'm going to bring in the angelic support and some other beautiful beings of light to hold space for us and to assist during the transmission. And finally, I am going to ask you, if you want to receive, if you don't want to receive, don't do this, but if you want to receive, you're going to take your hands, you're going to bring them together, and you're going to cup them. You're going to cup them before you. And this cupping is both a physical cupping of the hands, and it is also an energetic cupping of the hands. And the plasma, I am going to pour it into my hands and to the hands of everybody on YouTube, regardless of when you're watching this, if you would like to receive the energy transmission into your hands. And this may take a couple minutes. I will monitor things based on the vibration of the plasma in my hands. Some people can see. I am not quite that good yet with seeing, so I'm going to monitor as I do with sensing and feeling. And when I feel that we have a good amount of plasma, I am going to shut off the plasma spigot, so to speak. And then I will direct you to take the plasma and place it on part of your body. If you're not sure where to put it, I would simply put it over your head. Now, if you, after having it in your hands, if you decide that you don't want to partake of the plasma, that is fine. You can place it on the ground, you can place it into the earth, you can place it on a plant, you can do pretty much anything with it. And with everything that we do, I would just ask that you have a heart of thankfulness and a heart of gratitude, both for the energy and for your body, which is going to be receiving this energy transmission today. Energy transmission now. Go ahead, if you have not done so already, and find a quiet place, a comfortable place. Maybe it's a bed, maybe it's a yoga mat, maybe it's sitting up in a comfortable chair. I want you to close your eyes and to begin to relax, begin to have your nervous system just become settled and ready to receive this transmission. Let's start breathing. Let's breathe slowly through our nose, filling up, and at the top, holding the breath for a brief period of time, then breathing out slowly, almost like through a straw, totally emptying. Then we are going to hold it at the bottom for a second or two, and then breathe in again and repeat the process. And do a breath that is comfortable for you during this transmission. Now I'm going to ask you to imagine roots. They could be coming from the base of your spine, they could be coming from your feet. And the roots are going to be extending into the earth. And the roots are going to be going into the soil, the crust, the mantle, and ultimately the core, the inner core of the earth. And once you reach that inner core, attach yourself to the inner core, anchor yourself, and ask Gaia to send her energy up your roots and breathe that into your body, into your energy field. At this time, I am going to ask our angelic support team to be with myself and each person who is tuning in to the video here on YouTube. I would ask that the archangels Michael, Metatron, Gabriel, Raphael, Udiel, Seraphon, and Ariel are present and would hold space and support us during this energy plasma transmission today. I would also ask that the angels associated with Atlantis would also be present, and I would also ask that our individual guardian angels would be present as well. And finally, I bring in our higher self, the higher self of each person watching this meditation video today, as well as the sacred geometric healers, the sacred geometers of Atlantis from the inner upper vaults. Now I'm going to ask you to momentarily bring your hands together. Before I do that, I am going to make active and bring into all our locations the plasma field, the dodecahedron plasma field that we will be working with. Now, if you want to receive, go ahead and cup your hands, put them in front of you, and the hands are going to be both a physical cupping and an energetic cupping. And I'm going to begin to slowly pour the plasma into all our hands, each of our hands right now. Now, if you can feel energy, you might be able to feel the vibration in your hands. If you're not able to, that is fine. So the plasma is continuing down, continuing into our hands. So every person who has their hands cupped and wishes to receive the plasma, keep your hands cupped. I will tell you when the next step of the process is going to happen. Okay, I'm going to give a couple more seconds of the plasma to continue pouring down. I'm going to begin to taper off the plasma and shut off the plasma. Now, I would ask you with an intention to place the plasma on a location on your body or your energy field. If you're not sure where to put it, simply putting it on top of your head would be perfectly fine. And I would do so with a heart of thankfulness and a heart of gratitude, being thankful and thanking the plasma, the energy, for being with us today. Now go ahead and place the plasma, if you wish to, on a portion of your body. If you choose not to partake with it, you can simply pour it out onto the ground, onto the earth. There is nothing for you to do. Just simply be relaxed and just let the plasma do what the energy knows how to do with you, with your body. Make sure you continue to breathe to support the process, to support your nervous system. Plasma is conscious. Plasma knows exactly what to do, where to go. No reason to direct it. Just be there with your breath and in a relaxed nervous system posture. And no reason to have expectations, no reason to expect anything. Just let that melt away. Whatever is meant to happen with you, whatever is there to support you today in this process with the energy, your spirit helpers, your guides, the universe is well aware of that, and you will receive exactly what you're meant to receive today. For people who are sensitive to energy, they could potentially feel a change in temperature. Everyone does not feel this, but it is possible you may feel a very minor increase or decrease in your subjective temperature of the body or a portion of the body. This is totally normal, nothing out of the ordinary. It's consistent with any other type of energy healing modality. Continue to breathe and continue to just drop into the body. The feeling of energy is something that sometimes takes time to develop. Everyone has a different ability to perceive energy. Some people it is more natural, other people it takes time. So if you don't feel anything, that does not mean that the plasma is not working. That does not mean that the energy is not present. Simply take the situation, take the experience as it is, and do your best not to judge the experience. In the coming days, if you like to journal or if you like to take notes, you can definitely do that. If anything you feel has been transformed, has been a transformation due to this session, that might be something you might enjoy writing down for yourself in your journal or in your notebook. If you find you're enjoying this energy, this plasma energy, you can definitely do the session again. You can go through the video again. I would not necessarily recommend doing it twice in the same day. It's typically good to have some integration time for your body. So you may want to wait a day or two or three even before you do the transmission again. the value of having a journal or taking notes is that if you were to do this multiple times, you could write down what you experience each time. You may see things that are similar, or you may see things that are unique and different. It's a beautiful way to document the process of working with this energy if you choose. Okay, I'm going to give the energy another 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're going to close the session. Continue to stay present, continue to be dropped into the body in a relaxed state, and breathing. I am going to be thanking now our beautiful energy. I thank the dodecahedron plasma for helping each of us out and for interacting with us. I thank the angels. I thank the archangels, as well as the angels associated with Atlantis, as well as our personal guardian angels for being present and for supporting the session for each one here. I also thank our higher selves for being present as well during the session. You can just very slowly come back, fully back into the body. Begin slowly, open your eyes. And if you feel you need more time with the energy, if you feel you're not ready yet to leave your meditation chair or to leave your yoga mat or your other bed if you're lying down, then take a couple more minutes just to honor your body and to just be with the energy with thankfulness and gratitude. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this session, and there will be more to come.